Hello, everybody, and we are on day 13 of Supercharge Your Manifesting Powers event. Oh my God, so much good stuff, and just like feel that energy that's just coming our way because there are so many people. When many people join together, guess the way we propel with everything what we have, any goals, any visions, any dreams, everything is just supercharged. And obviously, I can't say enough about the experts on the panel because everybody brought something unique and everybody is so talented and sharing their personal stories that a lot of people can relate and see themselves in these stories, as well as giving the tips and tools and everything to truly just all you have to do, just guys, to pick up the tools and start using them because the tools are good when you pick up and use them. And again, let's just do the introduction because not everybody watches every episode. Carolyn, tell a little bit about yourself and what you're doing.
Oh, sure. Thanks, Serena. Thank you so much for having me. So, my name's Carolyn Litton. I am a creator and speaker of the Vision Project, which is a method to manifest your best life. So, really, I support individuals in gaining clarity of their vision and receiving that vision. It's always about receiving it versus force, and really having the tools to operate from a state of flow to attract them to come to you.
Woohoo! Awesome. Gemma, can you please tell about yourself?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Gemma Serenity Gorokhoff, and I'm victorious over 15 years of domestic violence. And the way I have actually turned that into an asset and a support for others, because we cannot keep for ourselves when we are healed and transformed after that kind of things. So my way of giving forward is, first of all, inspirational speaking. Not only do I speak to tell my story, but I also publish and feature strong, powerful, visionary women who also have prevailed over some sort of abuse. And that is a huge podcast, talk show, broadcast, everything. And we are almost closing 2 million downloads just within the second year. It's like, yoo-hoo! Something is working here. We have to say it the way it is. And I'm so happy and grateful about that. So, yeah. Just to get
Awesome. Woohoo! Thank you so much. So, like already, if you are tuning in, just see what powerful experts we have. And it's just my pleasure to be able to come on this stage and talk to all of you just to understand that manifestation truly works. When does the manifestation work? Let's just like break it down a little bit, Carolyn.
Sure. Well, I believe so. Whenever you have that vision, it is done. So we just get into that vibrational frequency so we can receive and attract it. So it's very simple, but it's not easy. So, right, we're all human. So we have bad days. We feel negative emotions. We experience limiting beliefs. All of those things happen. And that's what causes us to vibrate at a lower frequency. So again, it's just about having the tools to get to that better feeling place and and not give up on your vision too. That's the other thing. So again, very simple, not easy, but again, there's so many great tricks or tips. Gratitude, again, I'm sure I know many of the speakers have talked about that. Gratitude is so powerful, and no matter what's happening in our lives, there's always something to be grateful for. So again, there's so many different experts who have shared their tips on how to practice gratitude and how to actually feel that and vibrate at that level. So that's one of my favorite tools.
Awesome. Yes. And I'm going to add to on the gratitude because gratitude is on the same frequency as abundance. And it actually shifts our energy. And for the people who never actually tried it, I highly recommend, if you are in a bad mood, just sit down and start counting your blessings, what you're grateful for. And you see how better you're going to feel. And you're not going to see your problem the same way anymore. Awesome. Thank you so much, Carolyn. What about you, Gemma? What is
yes.
like, like when the manifestation is working?
So the manifestation, it's basically You breathe, therefore you manifest. The question is, what are you manifesting? And you are manifesting the cumulative energy that is oozing out of you, that is on the same vibrational frequency than you, that you accept as being true. That is what is happening in your life. So if you do not like what is happening in your life, think that you are the emitter tower. You are the one that is broadcasting. You are the signal that is attracting something similar to it. So if you want to change the result in your life and manifest something that you like, if you want to supercharge your manifesting powers, you have to become very much self-aware of looking at the event and people and circumstance around you to say, okay, I shall change the way I feel first. This is where it's so simple and so not easy. I shall change the way I feel to actually create a different vibrational frequency that attracts a different kind of situation, environment, people, things. That's my simplest way to put it.
Oh my God. I love it because it just, like brought me to another question. Like when they say that our, like our reality is reflection of our inner state, right?
Mhm.
What does exactly it mean? Because a lot of people are looking to change the circumstances around them. They are looking to change other people. And they say, once that thing is changing, once my partner is going to treat me better, once my kids graduate, then I'm going to be doing something else. Once I have more skills, then I change the job. So people are always waiting for the circumstances around them to change, and they think that that's exactly is going to fix whatever issue they have. But we know with this work that it work other way around. Carolyn, can you just put some light on it, please?
Yes, absolutely. And Gemma, you said it great. So, what's happening on our external world is a reflection on what's happening internally. So, to actually even take this back to gratitude, when we can be grateful for everything that's happening in our lives and not judge something as good or bad, that helps to take the emotional charge out of things, because really everything what's happening in our lives, it's stemming from our emotions. So if we can think about things in a different light, and that our thoughts will then shape how we feel our emotions, and eventually that will shape the results of what's reflecting in our lives. So it's not letting the circumstances and the external situation dictate how we feel. It's doing it the other way around. And again, it's a lot about reflection. When we can take some time in silence and reflect, something that we may perceive as negative and may have like a negative charge. Maybe we can think about it as, what is a lesson that I should be learning right now? What is life preparing me for? Or is it or because of this situation, am I being pushed in a different direction that's for my greater good? All different ways to reflect on that. Again, same external circumstance, but when we can, again, react differently, then our external world will change as well. We create our own reality.
Yes, I love it because a lot of people are not aware of it. A lot of people do not really understand the connection between that, right? That's why it's so important to be immersed in this work. And the more you do this inner work, which is the most rigorous work, but this is the most rewarding work. Gemma, what do you think? Tell us a little bit more as you touched on that topic. What do you say that, like our inner state actually is the reflection of our outer state? Is something wrong with your mic?
I
Yeah.
think so, because it keeps on taking. Do you hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm making sure it's the right microphone. My God.
So the idea is that, like a lot of people do not have that awareness, and a lot of people do not know how to regulate the emotions. So when we talk about manifestation, it also help us to learn how to navigate our emotions and learn how not to react, but rather respond to any given situation. And with this work, what I love about it, it's just like you become such a, like strong person that nothing can actually trigger your inner peace. Like understand that not somebody's words, not somebody's actions, not anything outside of you would be able to impact the way you feel inside. And once you reach that state, once you have that awareness, then you can see how the reality is going to project exactly what's going on, right? Because the way it happens, you just run to the people that are vibrating on that different frequency that you are now vibrating, because you're raising your vibration, because the way you can regulate your emotions, the way you can experience the life. And then these people are propelling you to your greatness wherever you go, right? Because it's all about just circumstances. Like I know in the real life, everybody knows the saying that everybody knows the saying that, you have to be in the right place in the right time. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Oh, thanks for joining. But the idea is the right in the right place in the right time. That's exactly how manifestation works. That's exactly what vibration is all about. And people actually who are not aware, they do not know how to connect these dots. But like there is everything in this universe is there is no coincidences. Everything is connected to each other. So once we understand that, then we actually start manifesting with superpowers. Gemma, can you talk now?
Yes. So, one of the things that I wanted to emphasize regarding gratitude, you are not grateful for being beaten one day. You are not grateful for the fight you are going through right now that it's hurting so much. This is not what you are grateful for. You are grateful in this situation, whatever it is, because you are changing your vibrational frequency to gratitude, and you are grateful in, not for the thing that is happening to you. So you change that way of feeling in a circumstance. And that I understand that Viktor Frankl, the person who was held in Auschwitz, in that concentration camp, and who was able to actually reframe his mind to the point of not only getting out alive, but also publishing his work and helping so many people. I love all this. Love Christina, Miriam, absolutely amazing. So when you think about that, the key point was not to be grateful for Auschwitz bringing out so many people. That is not what he was grateful for. He was grateful in this situation for being able to shift his vibration and to keep his vision alive and to put down all on paper, all the understanding of everything he was doing so that he can actually teach it to the world. That is what he was grateful for. So when we say that, it's not grateful for all the negative stuff happening. It's really in a circumstance to bring forth a better situation.
Love it. Love it. And this brings me to another point. Like people sometimes are saying, why is this happening to me? Why is this situation for me? Right. But the thing is that without the struggles, we cannot tap to how strong we are. Right. That's why we are growing through that adversity. We becoming more resilient. And once we tap to that potential that we all have inside, like how many times we emphasize that we are powerful beyond our measurement, and the only way to really connect to that is when you really experience it, right? And when you are not allowing that situation to dictate who you are and how you feel and how you're actually gonna show up on the other side. Because we all know that once something happens and we feel like, oh my gosh, it's impossible to go through that, I don't know how I'm gonna be handling it, yet we all are able to go through that and come on the other side. And once we look back, we say, oh my God, did I just do that? So that's exactly like Christina says, struggles make us strong for sure. So that's, and once we tap to that and we understand that we are stronger than any circumstances, situations, or conditions, anything that's happening outside of us, it cannot shake us. Nothing is going to shake us up because we are strong inside. And how do we become that strong inside? We do that inner work, right? We work on ourselves and we become the best version of ourselves and we manifest the life that we truly desire. Oh, Carolyn thoughts. Yes, awesome, Christine. I'm so, so happy for that. Awesome, awesome. So, Carolyn, what is your thought on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I also believe that when we go through these challenges, what we learn from it and how we grow from it, it's helping us become that person who's capable of achieving the visions that we have for our life. So again, just like Christine said, it's making us stronger. So again, when we stay, connected with the vision, and when we can view those situations, those challenges as a learning experience and not, and not get into just a negative space and just stay in that negative space. I also don't believe that, and it doesn't serve us to, repress our emotions by any means, right? We get to experience our experience, feel what that's like, but not practice that experience. At some point, we then get to shift, and again, that takes work. And that's the other piece I would like to reiterate, and I'm sure everyone here agrees. This work, it's consistency and practice. Like that's the key. Like this requires daily intention. Like we have to have that daily intention, and the more you do it, the more our awareness is increased and the easier this becomes to do, and the more it becomes our natural state. It doesn't take as much energy and effort to shift. Again, it still does, it takes work, but it just becomes easier over time with repetition.
Yes, and like any skills, right? When we learn any skills, we know that we have to repeat. Like if you try to play the new instrument, what do you do? Every day you practice, right? And repetition makes it perfect. And by repeating it, we also, like forming new neural pathways in our brain, and we also learn it to the point where we reprogram our mind. And once we reprogram our mind, it becomes easier and easier, like Carolyn just mentioned, right? And we want to be on that point where we are on the autopilot and just, like the same way as we wake up in the morning, we just go straight to the bathroom without even thinking, not giving our brain command that I have to go to the bathroom now, right? Because I have to brush my teeth to do whatever business I have to do, right? So the point with this work that we are reprogramming, rewiring our brain to do exactly what we want to do. And with this work, the more you immerse in this work, everything becomes easy. And why do we do it? Because we want to live the life on our own terms, and we do not want to put so much effort to that. We do not want to go by the everything that was taught to us, that like you have to work hard. You do not have to work hard. Like, yeah, exactly, you have to work smart. And once you change these habits and these like patterns, the life just becomes so much fun. Evie, we miss you. Evie is also one of our experts on the panel. Join us tomorrow. We are gonna go live tomorrow. So yeah, so Evie says, let's reframe how we feel, act, and be during a challenge as an opportunity to be FAB, right? To be the fabulous ourselves. Gemma, what do you want to add to that?
Two key points. First of all, yes, when you learn an instrument, and I am a trained musician, so I speak my language here. When you train with an instrument, yes, indeed, you repeat every day, but it's deliberate practice with the intention to improve and constantly fine tuning how you move your fingers, how you actually align your energy with the music that will make it perfect. Because I also remember other people who were just like repeating, but repeating it wrong. And oh gosh, it did not come out right. So we also have to acknowledge that. So yes, you repeat, but you constantly rely and lean on your mentors, your coach, a sounding board, someone who can actually observe you and really let you know where you are doing amazing and where you need a little bit of readjustment to make sure that you manifest what you choose and not where you are at right now because you want to upgrade, right? So that is really one of the key points I want to add. And also, manifestation, it's a big word, but it's a fact that is happening, you knowing it or not. So learn about it, discover more about it. It's a real thing. I guarantee you I didn't know about manifestation when I was living in domestic violence in my previous life. It ended in 2013, so it's a while ago. However, I didn't know better. I didn't know manifestation. I didn't know I was actually stuck in the same cycle and that every day was the same because I allowed it to be, because I did not shift. I didn't know those things. Because we have supercharged your manifesting powers, because we have that we are really like pouring on you all that we know from 28 different perspectives. So you have no reason to not understand and to not find at least one person who resonates with you. Make sure to connect with that person because that person can become your mentor on your path to achieving your greatness and manifesting your superpowers.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful. And I just want to give one more example. Like, I like to always relate to our real daily life, right? For people who are not immersed in this work the way we are. Just think about it. Why everybody feels okay to go to the college, invest money into education, spend 4 years without making a penny, and they feel it's okay, right? But why, when we do this work, when we invite people to work on themselves and actually imagine in 4 years where you're gonna be, where you're gonna become, and you can change completely. You can run your own business. You can have a great relationship, you can improve your health, like everything what you want in 4 years or less. But the point is, people cannot really put these two together, but it's the same because energy is the same. Where you put your focus on, it's gonna expand. So where you put your attention, just think about it. Where you put your attention, the universe treats as your intention. So please be mindful where you put your energy and where you put your attention and how you use it in order to live the life to the fullest, right? To have that fulfilled life, right? Because a lot of people are just sitting in their comfort zones because it's comfortable, it's familiar. But once you step out of that zone, that's where the greatness happen. And not to say that you're not going to be going through the failures, through the setbacks, because it's part of the process. But you learn that you're so much more and you can become stronger, you can become better. And that's exactly what this work is all about, right? So, like we said, we do not meant to do it alone. That's why we have coaches, that's why we have mentors, and each one of us also has mentors because we are never done growing, we are never done evolving, and it's all coming from one level of awareness to the next, from one level of greatness to the next. And that's exactly how we all become better and together. Carolyn, what do you want to say about it?
Yes. Well, just to piggyback more about the intention, and both you and Gemma commented, absolutely. Like, intention is everything, and that's why I created the Vision Project, because really your vision is your intention. And again, I have a unique approach on vision boards, but one of the biggest, parts of it is actually looking at it every day. That's your subconscious connecting with your intention, your intentional vision for your life. So that's where I believe it all starts. And again, what I love about vision boards is when you make it something that you're excited about and you're emotionally charged in a positive way. That's one of the components. And then again, gratitude amongst many other things are what help them manifest quicker. But yes, having a mentor, having a coach, having someone else who can help you, could shine a light on something that you may not see, right? So it's difficult to read the label when you're inside the jar. So just to have someone else who can support you and just shine a light on maybe something that you're not seeing, that could be of support, is very important.
Awesome. And I just wanted to relate, like, people are okay to have the fitness coach, or like sports coach, but this is the same thing. It's a mindset coach. And these people, mindset coaches are going to take you to another level of your life, something that you could not even imagine or see is possible. But we know it is possible, because if it's possible for one, it's possible for everyone. And Evie says, I love what she says. She says, we want to digest our spiritual food every day, like we do with our regular food. So good. Gemma.
I'm going to think back on LV, digesting spiritual food. It is, I mean, every day you are planning out what you're going to eat, or at least you know how to go about that. Every day you're going to digest it, and every day you are going to find a way to eliminate. It is your physical life that depends on it. So if you just take that in your mind's life, in your heart's life, in your soul life, every day you want to choose what you feed your mind with. Your vision board is one of the big success. Mentors that you can listen to over and over again, recordings that are available to you 24/7, meetings, webinars, seminars where you go in person, all of that. You want to really make sure, what do you absorb? And you also want to eliminate every single day. So when you choose what to eliminate, think about it like consciously, deliberately. Okay, what belief is not serving me anymore? What am I trying to protect myself against that is actually stopping me from getting my goal? Why am I procrastinating so much? What is stopping me? Oh, I found it. Okay, now that I have it, it's like, okay, I choose to replace that with the energy that supports me, uplifts me, brings me to my goal. So when you really think about that in your mindset and spiritual sphere as well, it becomes like, yeah, you do that every day with food. You now do that also with your thoughts, with your emotions, with how you feel, with how you define yourself.
This is so powerful. And yes, so to wrap it out, it's just like we are having such a fun time here. But just to say, guys, you see us. If you still didn't join, you didn't sign up, we reassure it's a great event you do not want to miss. Come, join, and listen to the interviews, because you're going to have so much clarity. You're going to actually know your next step, what is there for you to do. If you have your dream, if you have your goal, and you feel stuck because you do not know where to go and how to go about it, we are here for you. And just register for the event, and you'll be able to tap to that field of knowing. So register, and we'll see you on the other side. Carolyn, you want to say something? Gemma, final couple of words.
It's now or never, because we are finishing very, very, very soon. So just register if you haven't done that yet. And yes, you have a chance, if you upgrade, to listen to all of us. You don't have to stay on the 2 speakers a day that are released, but by 24 hours, you have an option to listen to all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And Irina, like you mentioned, there's no coincidences. So the fact that you're watching this right now is a sign, and you will find little tidbits and something that resonates with you from, again, every speaker is different and has their own unique insights, and it's all the same stuff. But yeah, just watch and see what resonates with you, and then pick one thing and take action. Uh,
Yes,
it
absolutely.
starts with one
And
step.
just
One step.
remember, you are never alone on this beautiful journey. We are all in this together. We are all connected, and let's all thrive, but not just survive. All right, all the best. Thank you so much, and everybody who didn't register, register, and we'll see you then.